listen, less of this chit chat. Let's get on with your angels and your spirit guides and how you can connect to them, you know, because really spirit guides are really human energy, and they have had many lifetimes. They really do. Puritu says hello from Bangladesh. Hello to you too. Puruhit. Is it Puruhit? Is that how you say it? So we're speaking about spirit guides and angels, and as I say, spirit guides are human energy, and they have had many lifetimes, yeah, and they're wise, loving people, and they continue evolving on the spiritual side by agreeing to assist us in our lives in whatever the way they can, you know. They offer guidance, inner knowledge, inner peace, love and wisdom, but they will not and cannot make your choices for you because you have free will. So remember that, you'll have free will. You can ask them to help you, and they will. Yeah, a lot of people forget to ask their spirit guides or angels. They forget to ask them if they're in a place that could actually be better, or they need to manifest something, or they need that new job, or that relationship. You ask your angels, you know, because they will help you. Your spirit guides will help you, your spiritual, your guardian angels and what have you. But remember, you're the creator of your life, and only you can choose your path. Only you can choose it. And they can help you reach your full potential. They can show you the direction of your life and help in many practical ways with achieving your life's purpose in this lifetime. And if anybody has problems connecting to their angels or their spirit animals, their spirit guides, sorry. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Jane. Hi, Eleanor. How are you doing, lovely? And if you have any problems with that, remember, jump on a free strategy call, and I'll see if I'm able to help you with that. And also, there's courses that I do that help people with that also. And if you've got things like soul loss and things like that, I can help you with that also, because I bring in your guides, your spirit, and also mine to help you with that in a really good way, you know, a very powerful way. Hi Dee, darling, how are you doing, my lovely? So angels, however, are pure energy, and they operate between the 5th dimension and beyond. 7 dimensions, 7 heavens as well as recognized, but the field of science and quantum physics is constantly changing, and many people now believe there are an infinite number of dimensions. As such, you need to raise your vibrations to connect to them. So if you're going on a vibrating on a 3rd dimension, you won't be able to connect to them. You know, you've got to raise your vibration so you can connect to them. And how do you raise your vibration? Sing, dance, be happy. You know, move about, go into nature, really ground yourself also, you know, because that's how you can raise your vibration. Or do a course like the Spiritual Alchemist Dream. That'll help you raise your vibration massively. So, well. Wow, that's cool, Danielle. Good. Hi, Diane. How you doing, lovely? So, and we all have a guardian angel. We all have that guardian who's also here to help us, but they're with us for the whole of our lifetimes. You know, past lives, the lot. They're here the whole time. And their power is to assist us with the soul's evolution. But they cannot help us in any way, except to save our life if it's not our time to go. You know, unless you ask. Rose is saying, I'm an artist. Good, Rose. Lovely to hear it, darling. Yeah? And so there's many angels, not just archangels, there's many angels. And they all have different energies and will bring different qualities into your life. You don't need to know their names because they have had many, many names through the ages. Just the quality you want to bring into your life. Yeah? So you can ask for the angel of joy, you can ask for the angel of creativity, you can ask for the angel of forgiveness, you can ask for the angel of abundance, or anything else you wish for. Ask. You know, you hear people saying, ask, believe and receive. It's so true. If you ask, you receive. How many times, let's just put it out there to you all. How many times have you been in your life where you felt that you're either been at a loss, or you felt that someone you've loved has died, you know? You know, all those kind of things like that. Tell me, how many times do you feel, or have you felt, that there's a presence around you? Let me know in the comments, guys, and let me know what that presence felt like. Well, I'll take a wee drink. Now, this will be very good for other people. So if you want to share this, feel free to share this video. It's a great thing for people to know, because I get asked this by so many people and my clients and all the rest of it. Because we're, as a human universe, we're actually, this decade and the end of last decade was all about ascension. It's all about us raising our vibrations, us all coming and actually being our pure, our true, authentic selves. Yeah, Rennie, Carmen, yes, totally. Yeah, you would feel Carmen. Yeah. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Ali. Hi, Shirley. Many times felt warm and reassuring. Yes, felt really good. Anybody else? Hi, Trinity. First time here. Lovely to see you, Trinity. Lovely to see you. And we're talking about angels and spirit guides and how you can connect them, different ways in connecting to them. Hi, Suzette. How you doing? Lovely. So, and I'm asking, who actually, you feel a cool breeze in the house? Yeah. So when I'm doing spiritual work, or I'm doing spiritual courses or anything like that, you can actually feel as if there's a coldness, you know, there's a wave. You can actually feel as if somebody's standing beside you. Or you can see something at the corner of your eye, and you kind of go quickly and it's not there. There's orbs, you know. I've always, as a lot of you know, that when I do my lives, there's a lot of orbs flying about me, and so you can see that, you know, that there's there. When I'm doing soul retrievals or power retrievals or any spiritual work, I always, if I'm doing it for distant clients, I always record it. And the amount of orbs that are flying about is wonderful. It's so powerful. And it's just really to give that feedback to the client who I'm working with, to show them that there is work getting done. You know, there is the orbs, the spirit is there helping them. Yeah. You get goosebumps too, Trinity. Yeah, totally. Hi, Anne. How you doing? Hello, Anne. First time here. Great. I love when I see first timers, because I've got a lot of videos on my page. I've been a bit absent for about 3-4 weeks because I've been moving house and I've been on holiday and all the rest of it. But I'm back with a vengeance. So I am. And again, as I say, share this away with you. So it's good. So so some of you do have that presence. You have had that presence around you. And because spirit guides they have different experiences and responsibilities. So although you'll have one guide who is often referred to as the doorkeeper, you'll also have other guides helping you for with different phases of your life, you know, depending upon your needs at any particular time, or for practical or emotional or spiritual guidance, you know. Like, for instance, I have, the amount of guides I have is unbelievable. I have spirit guides, I have power animals, I have animal guides, I have there's so many, and I have them for different things, you know. Whatever different things I'm doing is that they'll come in. So for my Seichem guides, they're Egyptian, yeah. For my shamanic guides, they're Native American, and a lot of animals in with that one. Hi, Sybil from Washington. My first time seeing you. Great, lovely to see you. James, please and thank you. Yeah, thank you as well, James. Lovely to see you all. So really, I have so many guys that I work with. Sherry says, after my brother passed, I felt him standing right behind me, turned around and no one there. Yep, it's there. And it's a peaceful, It's a peaceful feeling when you have that presence. And Sharon says, yes, peaceful presence, yeah. And Diane says, my uncle passed unexpectedly. In the next month, I got pregnant with my son after 2 years of trying. I think it has something to do with it. Generally what happens, Diana, is usually it's a known old wives' tale that when someone dies, someone in the family becomes pregnant to pass on the traditions. Yeah, there's an old wives' tale that happens. Watch that. Really watch that. Yeah. Hi, Sybil. Lovely to see you too, darling. So yeah, so spirit guides, they can help you in all different ways, and each individual's soul growth depends upon the wisdom and the love gained during their many lifetimes, and what vibrational level the person is operating at. You know, I don't know if any of you've seen, I'd posted an image of someone had taken in Florida, actually, and it was the gateway to a different dimension. It was amazing, yeah. And I see these portals, you know, I mean, I actually see them. Hi, Marie, how are you doing from Ireland? Lovely to see you, first time here also. Lovely to see you, darling. Share away. It's a really good live we're doing, and people will get so much value from it. So share away, guys. Lovely to share and see people with it. So as I say, spirit guides and angels is what we're talking about today. So and as I say, when you raise your vibrational levels, then the vibrations of your guide rise too. Yeah, so you help each other in your evolution. And you can then also start to work with higher guides, you know, the Grand Masters. I have a few Grand Masters that I work with. The more experiences we have and the more we accept ourselves as we are and become the best that we can be, the higher our vibration goes up, and we live and work in. So most people do live and work in the third dimension because our bodies vibrate at this level. But when we relax and go into a trance or meditate or sleep, the vibration of our body raises to the fourth dimension level and higher. And this is where many spirit guides operate from. And this is the level. Hi, that's awesome that you can see portals. Yes, Sybil. Brendan. So Brenda says, I feel my mum was okay. Now don't know if I believe in God and don't understand the purpose of life. Have you asked, Brenda? Have you asked? You know, because you will get, and a good way to ask as well, if you've not connected to your guides, is a good way to ask is before you fall asleep at night. And keep asking until you get your answer. That's what I do. If I've got a question or I need a connection or something like that, and I'm not getting it, I'll ask before I go to sleep. And I always get it. Always get what the query is and all the rest of it. And as I say, because our bodies vibrate at a different level, we need to meditate. We need to go into the trance, like hypnosis or something like that. This is why it's so powerful, hypnosis, and so life-changing for people. And I love to see the transformations when I use hypnosis, especially when I'm using spiritual work with that as well. You know, the transformations are immense. They really are. And it's really beautiful to watch. It really is. Brenda, talk to her constantly. Yeah. Sybil says, I question my third eye. I see things when my eyes are shut. Yeah, massively. Fleeting images. Yeah, Sybil. Yeah, there will be. Let's see what we've got here. Hi, Larry. How you doing, darling? Dan. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sherry, that was amazing. Good. So within each time, and as I say, as we deepen our trance, and become more evolved as beings, we can access those higher vibrations, such as the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh dimension. And I actually think there's more. I think there's more dimensions. I really, really do. Because I have been to so many different Atlantis, you know, Akashic records, the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Syrians, on journeys when I'm doing meditations or when I'm connecting in with different things, especially if I'm connecting in for manifestation things and what have you. It's Arcturians I'll connect to, you know. If it's for soul things, I'll connect to the Akashic records. If it's for past life, I'll connect to the Atlantis. You know, there's all different things that you can connect to in there, and they're so powerful, so powerful. And all yous have that ability to connect. We all have the ability to connect. I've been doing it a long time. I've traveled the world finding the best ways to do it, and that's probably why I can connect to all these levels. But everybody can do it. You just need to train yourself to do it. Yeah. So Brenda says, it's been 9 years. I found her dead and buried her on my birthday, 7/11. Okay. Coretta Montague, sorry. Trying to find an easier way to meditate. I always lose focus, and I would love to raise my vibrations. Coretta, I've actually got a course that actually helps you do that. If anybody wants to actually learn about the course or want to know more about it, just write course and I'll send you a private message about it. And send me a friend request though, because sometimes you can't send the messages if you've not a friend request. Have you tried Kundalini? Yep. Yoga, yep. Got to be really careful with that though, Trinity. Very careful. Always make sure with the Kundalini yoga that you're with someone who really knows what they're doing, because that Kundalini energy can be it can be very good, but it also can be bad. You know, if it's not done the right way. So you really need to watch. Make sure you're with the right person. The Kundalini. So basically, as I say, each dimension, there's many different levels of vibration, which is why you'll sense different types of energies and different guides and angels, you know. And right now, it just seems to be a common trend to believe that spirit guides are primarily animals or angelic beings, you know. And this is only one small dimension of many possibilities that exist out there. You know, there really is. And spirit guides, I believe anyway, can have unlimited shapes and forms. They really can. And a spirit guide could just as easily be a soft gust of air that makes the hairs on your arms stand up, as it could be a full-blown godly being that you meet during a shamanic journey. And a great story, I love this story. My partner, my fiance, when he was staying at my house, he actually got up during the night, went to the toilet, and wasn't even thinking about anything, just went to the toilet. And as he went into the toilet, there's a 9-foot angel in the bathroom waiting on him, sitting in the toilet. He shit himself. And I absolutely was so annoyed that I didn't see him. So annoyed. But honestly, I mean, can you imagine seeing an angel just sitting waiting? Because it took each other by surprise. And when I looked back again, it was gone. So if you do see your spirit guides like that, it'll be instant and then it'll go. Yeah? Because they're caught off guard, and you're caught off guard as well when that happens. Sybil, multiple guys. Mate, hi, I'm new to your page. Yeah, send me a friend request, guys. And if you want to actually hear about the course, there's a Spiritual Alchemist Dream course that I'm doing. It's the people are getting so many amazing results. They are their vibration is raising so much. They're going to the Akashic records. They're having soul parts coming back. Their spirit guides are there helping them. They're looking at their shadow self. They're looking at the sacred self. They're working with symbols. They're manifesting. You know, it's really, really so powerful. The changes I'm seeing in them, the ascension that they're having, it's absolutely amazing. And it's the Alchemist. You know, it's an 8-week course that I've. My guides really are actually through me have created, you know. So powerful, really is. So just do a course if you want to know more about it. Anyway, let's get back. I digress. As you'll notice when I do lives, I always digress. So there's many possibilities out there that there's a lot of types, species of forms of spirit guides which you will encounter on your path, you know. Remember, you can have more than one. and mostly people do have more than one. They really do. And so here's some of the types: half man, half beast, trans species, where many spirit guides manifest themselves as half man or half woman or half animal. Examples of this is harpies, mermaids, sphinxes, fairies, all those kind of things. And also many deities that appear as spirit guides. The Egyptian god, Anubis, you know, Ganesha, the elephant-headed Indian god. I love Ganesha, I really do. Ra, again, Egyptian, falcon head with a human body. You know, oh, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And the first ever spirit guide that came to me like that was Egyptian, really was Egyptian, you know. So it was really, really good. Hi, Anne-Marie, how you doing, darling? And then you've got animals and totems. And animals are well known as spirit guides. Now, my main spirit guide is an eagle that I was actually given to me by a very, very spiritual woman. That and you actually felt the eagle embracing me. It was the bizarrest feeling. And then it came to me in a journey. It was the bizarrest feeling, and that eagle's been with me for so many years, and we've used each other so brilliantly, helping other people, you know, bringing soul parts back, you know, bringing people's power back, you know, helping people with anxiety, helping people with limiting beliefs, you know, all those kind of things. It's great. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And so animals are well-known spirit guides. You know, they've gained a lot of popularity over the past few years. And I think that's due to ancient cultures such as the Americans and the Chinese and all that, who held animals as sacred representations of the tribes and lineages. And these days, animals come to represent and reflect a person's own inner yearnings and needs. So, and a great story I've got for you here is when I've just moved house, and really for me to find my beautiful home that I'm in, it took me 4 days of me writing everything down that I wanted. And I manifested it in 4 days from me writing that down. And it's beautiful, beautiful feeling house. And as when I was finally moving all my stuff out of the house, and the house is bare, a robin started flying about my lounge. You know, I actually took photos. It's actually on my Facebook page. And the robin to me represents, because my mother and my best friend of 34 years died about 6 or 7 months apart from each other with the same thing, I have to say. And the robin always represents, because the robin came to me after they two died, and always represented them. And so it's been a big move for me, moving in here with my darling partner, Sohav. And I'm just so happy. And Robin came and flew in my lounge. And so it was my last carload after that. It was like a few days after that when the final move was happening. A robin was actually walking around my car. Now, usually when you go to your bird, it flies away. No, this robin was walking and making sure I had everything in my car. And then walking back to me towards the door. When I was coming in the door, would walk back to me to the car. You had to see this to believe it. And then when I came to this house and we got the bird stuff up and all the rest of it, what do I see is actually 2 robins, you know, the 2 of them. One fat, you know, big robin, and one thin. And my mum was a big woman and my friend was a skinny girl. You couldn't make that up. You really couldn't. And it brought so much joy to my heart. It really did. Because I knew, hi Anne, how you doing, darling? Because I knew that it really was the best, a good move that I was making because of that. Because it was just lovely. And then you've got light beings. And light beings are known as your guardian angels. You know, as being your spirit guides. You know, light beings are said to help people move through traumatic areas of life, such as death or loss or grief. Light beings are called such because of their tendency to appear bright. And I actually think the Arcturians are light beings also. The Pleiadians are light beings. All those kind of things, the Syrians and Sybil. Sybil, are you a medium? No, I'm a spiritual teacher. There's a difference. I can be a medium, but I don't do that, Sybil. I believe in helping people in other ways. I believe in helping people so they empower themselves, yeah? So they can actually get their own answers. They can actually get where they need to go in life, you know? I think when people tell them, it kind of, it disempowers people, you know? I think it's better if you get it yourself, yeah? Then you've got your ancestors, who we're working with just now on the course, and oh my God, what people are getting with the ancestors is absolutely amazing. It's so powerful. It really is, yeah? And ancestral guides are entities that have some kind of blood connection to us in our lineage, you know? An ancestral guide could be a recently deceased member of your family, could be mother, father, aunt, grandfather, grandmother, you know, uncle, whatever. Or it could be a long dead relative that you've never met, you know. And I've connected with my ancestors. I get my students to connect with their ancestors, and it's so powerful and so what's the word? Healing. It's very, very healing working with the ancestors. And sometimes when I've done a shamanic journey in the past, I've connected to ancestors also. And a good story about the ancestors is, I remember when I was doing my training many, many years ago, and we had to go down our ancestral path. And mine was all the women in my life, in my lineage, they had really shit relationships with guys. You know, the relationships were horrendous. They could never find somebody that loved, you know, my mum, my gran, my great-gran. It just went down, all the way down. And basically what it was, there was a curse put on that lineage. I think it was like the 1300s. And I had to dissolve that curse, because in the course we work with curses and entities and dark energy to release all that as well. You know, there's so much in it, so much in it. So working with us is very beautiful, very life-changing. Then you've got the plants with the shamans. You know, they believe the world is full of vibrant living energy, which includes plants. You know, ayahuasca is a big one, which is a psychoactive brew that is made out of vines commonly found in Peru. Yeah, and is one of the well-known ways of getting in touch with spirits of nature. Yeah, never tried that. I do know people who have tried it and have said it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, the thing that puts me off is the sickness they have with it. They have a lot of sickness with it. That's the thing that puts me off. Yeah, you can do it a lot easier way. You need to release that stuff. You need to be on the course then, Sybil, if you need to release all that stuff. So gods and goddesses, we've all seen God and goddesses. We've all worked. You're a goddess. You're a god. It's all within you. Yeah, but they've been worshipped and feared and written about since the dawn of time. They really have, and they go across. They span across every culture, every tradition, every religion, every part of the world. And common gods and goddesses that serve as spirit guides is Jesus. You know, Hathor, Kali, Kuan Yin. You know, all these Lakshmi. The green man, all these kind of things are the god and goddesses. And then you've got the ascended masters, who are beings that have already lived on this earth, yeah, and they've gone through a spiritual awakening, but have become enlightened and awakened, or have transcended the cycle of incarnation. So ascended masters represent the ultimate teachers and gateways to the divine, yeah. And it's also said that ascended masters, like all spirit guides, teach all people who call on them, you know, not just you, because it's everybody, yeah, to achieve a greater wholeness and harmony in life, yeah. Common examples include, as I say, Krishna, Jesus as well as a ascended master, Buddha, you know, those kind of, the Mary, Mother of Jesus, should I say. So how to connect? So can you tell me, what kind of guides do you have? Do you have actual? Do you know what your guides are? What your angels are? Do you know what you use? Tell me in the comments. We'll have a wee drink, guys. No got anybody? Okay. So ways to connect with your spirit guides. Who would like to know about ways to connect to the spirit guides? Let me know. Tell me in the comments. I know of one human guide. His name's Theo. Yep, Sybil, that's good. Anybody else? Not sure, Rhonda says. Yeah, okay. Belinda. Hi, Belinda. How you doing, darling? Sybil, tell me. Okay. Well, let's go. So we've got ways to connect to your spirit guides. Because we all have those spirit guides assigned to us. And there's many different ways to connect to the spirit guides. One of the ways is scrying. Does anybody know what scrying is? His eyes are purple. Well, that would be lovely. Somebody with purple eyes. No, but I met an Indian princess in meditation. But that would probably be a guide, Cherry. Yeah, if you met some Indian princess in meditation, that's probably a guide coming in to help you there somewhere. Yeah. So scrying is an ancient practice of gazing into a reflective surface, such as water, mirrors, crystal balls, to receive information. And from a psychological perspective, scrying helps you to get in touch with your unconscious mind and the important guidance which may be locked away within it. So scrying is, however, something that must be practiced constantly. It's not easy, scrying. Writing, yes, Sybil. Yes, writing's very good. Automatic writing. If anybody wants automatic writing meditation to do automatic writing quickly, just write automatic writing. Just write automatic and I'll send it over to you. Yeah. But if you're a visually based person, if you receive insights through pictures, also known as clairvoyance, it's really worth committing to the scribe. Can you spell the scribe? It's S-C-R-Y. So it's like crying with an S in front. Scrying. Yeah. So as I say, you've got to commit to that one in order to connect to your spirit guides via scrying. Yeah, spell it wrong. So think of crying with an S in front. Yeah. And you've got to set the intention to see your guide. And that could be through a mantra, a prayer to communicate with your guide, a desire to meet them. Yeah. Then you have dream work. Yeah. So just before going to bed, set the intention to see, meet, or speak to your spirit guide within your dreams, and continue this practice for about 2 weeks and see what happens. So every time you go to your bed at night, ask. So when you wake up, note any strange figures or unusual patterns that emerge in your dream. The goal is to find repetition here. So what messages your dream keep appearing, you know? And sometimes our spirit guides don't directly reveal themselves, but instead it can be symbols that they reveal to us. And take note of the symbols that keep emerging. Have a journal, write in your journal, you know, and ask and if you've got something comes up and you're not sure what it means, ask them what it means. Tell them to be a wee bit more specific and what they're talking about, you know. And once you have a strong inkling of or who or what your guide is, always thank them. Always thank them, because guides will like nothing more than gratitude. Yeah. Another way is silencing your mind with meditation, mindfulness. A simple practice here is sit and lie down in a quiet place that is undisturbed by other people, so you're just yourself, and focus on your back or your thighs as they come into contact with the ground. And notice the rise and falling of your chest, and listen to the sounds around you, and focus on being present in the now. And if you have raging thoughts, jump up and down for a little bit to really get rid of that energy from your body, then resume the meditation, you know, because what's happening is there's so much energy going in that the thoughts are all over the place. So run about the room or something and then go back and see how it feels. And let your thoughts become like a stream, you know, don't judge them. Because that's what I find a lot of people when you do meditation, because I did a meditation course because I'm a meditation teacher also. And what I find with a lot of people is everybody has the monkey brain. The monkey mind is what I call it. Everybody has it. But what people think is because they have those thoughts coming in, they can't meditate. That's not true. Not true at all. You just need to know how to keep bringing yourself back to that breath, yeah, to the present moment. And sit down and watch, just like a silent observer, yeah. Don't try to fight the thoughts. Just let them flow. And then when you feel ready, ask to hear the name or see the face of your spirit guide. And you might need to wait for a while, so be patient. You know, let go of any expectations, because that'll block what you need to receive. And really practice this for about 10 minutes a day. See what happens. And then you've got, obviously, the plant medicine journeying. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about the plant medicine, because that's like your ayahuasca, your magic mushrooms, you know, all those kind of things, marijuana and all that. I'm not sure. There's other ways you can do it. Shutting down the internal dialogue is key. Yep, totally, Sybil, totally. What we got here? Automatic. Yep, I'll send that to you. Hello, Helen. How you doing, darling? Not seen you for a while. Hope everything's fine. So the trance state, you know, going into a hypnotic trance is very good for seeing your guides. And I'm referring to the state of mind that you're going half conscious state, you know that strange mental space, yeah, before you go to sleep, which is called the hypnotic trance, yeah. And that's the state you're aiming for, yeah. So when you're in a trance, your mind is more open, it's more receptive, and it's no longer has those typical filters of conscious waking reality. And it's a state of connecting to your spirit guides. And many cultures, especially shamanic cultures, they get themselves in a trance. You know, if I'm doing soul retrievals or power retrievals and that, I actually use the drum to get me in a trance, and then it just flows. All my guides start coming in then, and we start doing all the work. Yeah. And there's many ancient cultures that use trance to connect to the gods. You know, when I did the walk to Machu Picchu, to the Inca Trail in Peru, top of a mountain, you know, you're walking in the clouds. It's absolutely awesome. What I found was when they were up there is that the reason that village is on top of a mountain, I mean, you have to see this to believe it, and the power of the energy that's in there is they would actually be going there to speak to the gods, you know, and they would get themselves in that trance. They would have rituals and all the rest of it to speak to the gods, you know. And how to get yourself in a trance could be using, as I say, hypnosis, breathing exercises, relaxation techniques, a pendulum, watching a pendulum going back and forward, visualization, you know, drumming and dancing. That always gets me into a trance, so it does, yeah. And then you've got the synchronicity, you know, you've got the nature immersion, going into nature, you know, and take a look and pay attention, because nature is magical, you know. It's a beautiful place to come into contact with your spirit guides, You know, I had where I stayed before, I actually stayed right across from a beautiful park. And there was one tree in particular I would go and just, because it just, I was able to just curry in beside it. And the things that would come to me just being next to that tree was unbelievable. The guides that would come in was really outstanding, you know. And so find some place outside, sit in a park, by a river or a stream, wherever it is you like, go hiking, you know. Look at the clouds, you know, the bodies of the water or the trees, or catch the glimpses and see if you catch any glimpses of faces. Now, I'm a firewalk instructor as well, so when you're doing the fire, I always take photos of the fire as it's going up, because the amount of faces you see in that fire is unbelievable. You know, the guides and you feel the power. You really do feel the power. You have a tree near the ocean here? Yeah, use it. Go to it, Sybil. Really do. And synchronicity. Yeah? And synchronicity is just another word for a meaningful coincidence. I used to get these all the time. In fact, let's just see. Who actually sees double numbers or treble numbers or quadruple numbers of the same number? Who sees them? Let me know in the comments. I do, Sybil. Yeah. Anybody else? Do you see the numbers? You know, I see them all the time. I always see double numbers. Some days, if I'm on a good day, I can see double numbers, every double number. I just tend to look. And I'm busy, you know, I can be really busy, but I do see a lot of double numbers. Karina says me. Yeah. Sybil every day. Yeah. Sandy all the time. Yeah. Yeah, and your double numbers all the time, Sherry says also. And your double numbers that's your guide speaking to you also. That's your angels speaking to you. They're trying to tell you something. Yeah, treble one, quadruple one, double one, 12, treble one. Yeah, and the angels are trying to tell you something there when they're doing. Lots of synchronicity lately. Yeah, that's when you're in a good place. That's when your vibration. When you're in the synchronicity, your vibration is at a good level, you know. So pay attention to those numbers, because they often carry important messages. They really do. And discover the profound insights and practices that'll really help you access deeper levels of love and freedom, you know. Sybil, you see a lot of numbers, yeah. Explore soul retrievals, you know, shadow work. You know, connection to your guides, because all that will connect you also. The Akashic records, the Atlantis, all those kind of things, you know, they really will help you. And start your spiritual awakening journey now, you know, because everybody has it, but some people just need a wee helping hand to show them how to do it, how to access this, because sometimes you've got blockages. And sometimes those blockages come from past lives, because you've maybe there's maybe been what do you call it? You know, you've maybe been a witch in a past life, or your energy is an energy healer or what have you, and that wasn't a good thing in the past time. You know, you'd have been what do you call it, drowned or hung or burned at the stake, you know. So and I had that. I mean, I really had that. For me to show up spiritually, I found it very difficult to start with, for fear. Although I had really powerful skills at my fingertips, I found it difficult until I got over that fear. Then it just went boom, you know. My actual spirit guides went up a different level, really did. Became a lot of masters. So in order to use the synchronicity technique for contacting your spirit guides, set an intention. You know, set an intention with them. But for instance, saying, dear spirit guide, if it is your will, please help me discover my spirit guides. Please send me signs each day that I can understand, and always thank them. So thank you. Yeah. And look out for unusual signs, you know. Blocks, yeah. Well, the spiritual alchemist dream helps with those blocks as well, yeah. And sometimes you actually need to have a more personal one-to-one, sometimes, depends on what the blocks are that you have. So every day, really look out, be more observant, you know, watch what's out there, keep a notebook and record your observations. And after a week, reflect on what you've seen and what you've been shown, something. That was one of my past life. I was brought to the Kings for readings under the guise of a midwife. Yeah, Sandy, it's absolutely amazing, you know, the things that you do. Hi, Jacqueline. How you doing, darling? Listened to you for a long time. Hope you're well. Hello, Jinky Boy. Rosanna, thank you. Any question, guys? If you've got any questions, do you have any questions about your angels or your spirit guides? Fire away. Thank you, Rosanna. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here also. It's been really a pleasure chatting to you, so it is. And share the video away. I just love it when it's gets shared and what have you. But we got any questions, guys, or have I covered most? Can I ask them to remove the blocks? Sometimes the blocks you need someone else to help you with the blocks, Sybil. But there's no harm in asking. Ask them. Yeah. Thank you. That is beautiful information. No problem, Karina. Love it. I love your name, Lakshmi. One of my guides is I use Lakshmi for abundance. You also dream numbers, yeah? Sandy says, I've been touched and spoken to by the angels. I don't know if I've met my guide yet. Everybody's got the guides. Maybe those angels are your guides. I remember when I was going through a very particular rough time. I was a workaholic. I was working too hard and I was partying too hard. You know, I was really, really there. And I remember being in bed on my own, and I remember my actual bed feeling as if there was someone sitting on my bed. And don't get me wrong, I would shit myself at the time because I wasn't as spiritually aware now as what I wasn't spiritually aware then as what I am now, I have to say. Basically it was just there to bring the peace, you know, say it was okay, everything, because I was a warrior. I was a real warrior, you know. So many options. Thank you so much. Yeah, and let me know how you're going with them, guys. Let me know how actually you are working with those connections, how to connect and what have you. And if you do need extra work, contact me. You know, because I love working with people. I love working with bringing people, showing them their own power and what's in it. But I believe, and when someone asked earlier, you're a medium, there's so many different ways of spirituality. But I believe in connecting people to their own spirituality, their own guides, their own power, because everybody has that power. Every single person, every person that that I speak to has that power. But some people just need put in the right direction to show them where that power is, where that connection is. And sometimes you need to get rid of the blockages. You need to get rid of or work with your shadow, or, you know, to become more whole before you can actually get those connections. And I just love doing it, so I do. Sandy says, I've cancelled. I'm afraid I may have an attachment. Should I seek out the help of a Reiki master? No, if you've got an attachment, darling Sandy, you're needing somebody like myself who does psychic removal, yeah? Who'll scan your energy field and what have you, because that's what I do. I help people with soul loss, help people with psychic attack, entity attachment, with curses, all that kind of stuff. I help people with, and also so many other things.